It's an honor to be here in Brasov for the first time. I was always dreaming to come here to this beautiful town. I heard a lot of great things, and I think this is one of the greatest cities, and I know that you are bidding for the European cultural city later, and I think it deserves to be a really great city, because Brasov was always very cultural, and to perform here with the Opera Symphony Orchestra is an honor for me. We prepared best of classics, greatest classics program today. I'm going to play the 1697 Stradivarius violin. It's here, and it's really great that I could put together this wonderful program, which is Strauss, Mozart, Vivaldi, even, of course, romantic music like Masne Meditation, or my own romantic composition as well. I don't know if you know, I'm living in Los Angeles right now and preparing for the new album and for the new show, for my new crossover show, Prince of the Violin. The title came after the book written about me by the bestseller writer, English writer, Victoria Rose. She wrote the book under the title Prince of the Violin, Secret Life of Edvin Marton. You can order the book and read the book on the net, and order it on Amazon, or just go to my website under my name. Like I said, to perform with the symphony orchestra is always very special because of the sound, because of the atmosphere. I tried to pick the best of the classical music and to bring it to Brasov. I'm going to conduct and play violin as well. And because it's a Christmas time, and Christmas is about love, about family, I prepared also a surprise with some Christmas songs, which is unusual. I don't usually play Christmas songs on my shows, but this time, and I saw it's really beautiful with a little snow, and the feeling is just right, just perfect for this atmosphere. And I'm sure all the people that will arrive to the show will be having great time. I'm gonna just fly them to another planet, to the planet of Edvin Marton, where the virtuosity and love unites. I think I could talk about another 1 hour if you want, but I think it's better if you have any questions, specific questions you would like to ask me.
Tell us more about your violin.
It was made by Antonio Stradivari in 1697. It's owned by the Swiss private bank, and occasionally I can play on it. It's always a very special moment to play on this violin, because I have a few violins that I'm playing, and I played also a few Stradivarius violins in my life. This one is very nice, and the sound is very sweet. The sound is very, very special, because not all the Strats are having great sound.
How expensive is it?
We don't know. It's always difficult to define how expensive is it. I think the last Stradivari they sold for 3.5 million, but it always depends on how much they pay for it on auctions or private sales, because not only on auctions, also on private sales they sell such instruments, because these are piece of art instruments. It's like paintings, like Michelangelo, like Picasso. It depends always, you know, how much anybody can afford and can pay for it.
Tell us your opinion about the Symphony Orchestra Brasov. What do you think about them? How did you understand in these days?
The orchestra is just brilliant. Really, I was absolutely smashed by their professionalism, and the musicians, the quality of the musicians is just perfect. The sound is very smooth, they know what to do. We have some difficulties with the rehearsals, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, and let's see how I conduct, because this is also important for me. Because the conductor is important as well, not only the orchestra. If the orchestra is great and the conductor is bad, then it will not work. I hope you can come tonight for the show, and you can write after. What do you think about my conducting as well?
You must imagine the show of tonight. I'm sure everybody knows this 1st January Vienna New Year concert. It's well known worldwide.
Of course.
So that will be this kind of concert with, let's say, some light classic, because we don't go in some very difficult and very undigestible classic music. So
yeah, but mainly because of my conducting skills.
It's working only on the light of this classic light with melodies and symphonies that everybody knows what is typical for the Christmas time.
What did you like the most in Russia? Did you have time to visit a little bit around?
I came yesterday night, very night. It was dark already, but on the way here, you know, the beautiful really mountains and the scenery, I really felt the atmosphere, and the people are here very warm. And not only in Russia, actually Bucharest is very passionate people, and I know that people in Romania are very special, and special also for me. I have a huge fan club here. Big love to you guys, and thank you for support. Here's my heart.
Why now Romania?
I'm sorry?
Why did you choose now to sing in Romania? In Russia,
Christmas.
especially.
Yeah, the Christmas period is always a very busy period for me, and it's always difficult to schedule things. For example, like I said, it's a very short. Yesterday I came yesterday night, and you know, we had just a quick rehearsal, and the concert is tonight, and tomorrow 4 o'clock in the morning I'm already gone back to Los Angeles. I have a show there, and then next couple of days I'm leaving for China for 2 weeks for a big tour. Obviously it's very difficult to have the schedule, but I was happy that together with my manager, Mr. Primo, he asked me that I must come to Brasov at this time. So I said, yeah.
The invitation was done by 24 Fun and the other beautiful people and friends what I have here. You know that we organize in summer also the Richard Kleidemann concert, and we want to make also a happening in winter to Christmas, and I hope that also tonight it will be the same success as we have in summer.
Also, I wanted to add that there is something very special going on behind the scenes. In Cremona, Francesco Toto, who is one of the best violin makers of our time, he won the Stradivarius competition. He found a special wood in monastery, aged 300 years old. And some years ago, I got a very special diamond ring from the Princess of Brunei when I was performing in Dubai. So we are going to create, he's going to create a very exquisite violin. The name of the violin will be the diamond violin. It's going to be only one violin in the world like that. It's gonna consist more than 500 diamonds, and the wood, the aged wood, will give the perfect sound, perfect strong sound to that. There will be no such a violin like the diamond violin. It's gonna come next year in May and June. He's working on it. It takes, normally it would take 4 to 6 weeks to make a violin, but he has to take like 6 months for this violin to make it, because it's gonna be so special.
But maybe tell us about your friend and our idol Evgeny Plushenko, the Tsar of the Ice.
It's always fantastic to work with him. Now I just came from the studio just 2 days ago recording for him again. He's preparing for the Olympic Games in Sochi in February in Russia. It will be first Olympic Games in Russia. And I think he's in a great form now. And he has big chances for a medal. I did everything possible to make very strong music for him, for his free skate. That's the crucial part always of the competition, the free skate. And we just keep our fingers crossed and pray for him, because he is an amazing person. He comes to my studio as well, shows me the moves, the tempo, and we create the music together. So when he goes to the ice, he's different from anybody else, because when he listens to the music, he was creating the music as well. It's like his baby too.
Have you ever tried a Romanian violin? We have here a lot of violin makers with prizes from Cremona. Have you ever tried one?
I never tried Romanian violin, but I heard that they are really, really good, and I hope I can try in the future some of the violins, because the violin makers are very good over here, of course.
Do you think it will be possible to come with Evgeny for a show in Prussia? In the ice, Olympic ice rink?
The point is that we prepare for next year.
No.
We will have, I think we have now in May, June, no, April,
No.
March, April.
Yes.
That will be 70 shows in Russia and all these Baltic republics, and however,
And Bucharest too.
Bucharest also,
April 5.
April 5, and then we will prepare another leg for October, November, December next year. But maybe if our partners here from Brasov will invite us, you have a beautiful skating place here. It's a little bit small. What make what is a little bit.
And Plushenko is expensive.
That is now the magic what we have to try to put together. So maybe.
Why not?